Hi, last week we talked about fragmented focus, but today we're talking about purpose with focus. But how can you focus on your purpose and you're not even paying attention? Attention is very relevant and is needed because you have to focus your energies into your purpose. Today we will be talking about focus for the journey to a life's purpose. And we will discuss the walk through life in the example of a schoolhouse. And then we will talk about what is needed to hold the tools for the journey. And then we'll conclude with in what situation will the tools be needed and how effective will the tools be at that time. This is a two-part series. So sit back. Enjoy the video. Hi, for those who are clicking in on the first time, this is the Hero's Journey with Dr. D, here to encourage, to inspire, to motivate, and educate, helping you get beyond your first move and creating a better mindset today. If you find any value in this content, go ahead. Help me help you so we can help others by clicking the thumbs up and sharing. What you do is you join with me and climb with me as we try to make a better tomorrow today. And currently what we do, we upload a fresh video every week, once a week, and we do a live stream on Wednesdays and a replay with a live chat on Thursday. And also you can click down below and we cover all the major podcasts, and click the link and find your podcast so you can listen while you drive to and from work. Now enjoy the video. What I'm going to do, I'm going to set a stage for you about what I'm going to talk about. I mean, people, I'm pretty sure everybody's actually went to school, some form of school. And when you go to school, you have certain requirements. I'm gonna paint the picture as life being the school, and you need certain requirements. But as by life being school, as you're going to school, you need certain things that you need to take to school, and they're called utilities or books or what have you. But in order to carry those things, you need a backpack. I believe God has given everybody a backpack. Now, whether you use it appropriately, and whether you use the tools that are put in, that's on you. But everybody has a backpack to utilize within this life, within your school. Everybody has not went to the same school, but we have the same headmaster. And the same headmaster has a goal and an objective and a purpose for everybody within the school of life. So what it is that you carry a backpack and you go to schools, and when you go to school you have a backpack, but to go to school and have a backpack and not have anything in it is kind of like a wasted trip. Because you go to school, you get to the first period, and you have certain areas in your life, you have certain requirements, there are certain periods, you have certain classes. So when you have the backpack, you need your books, you need your tools, you have requirements. But in every class, usually the teacher requires you have something to write with. Because you come to some classes and you have anything to write with, and you ask the teacher, she said, well, if you don't have all your requirements, you need to leave the class and come back again. Because some things we experience in life, in certain periods of our life, requires a redo. And why do they require a redo? Because we had the tools, but we refuse to pack the tools for the specific class that we need to go to. And the specific class that we go to in life are within specific periods of life. Everybody has a period of life, but it's only specific to their journey.
Yes.
So the title of my message today is the journey with a specific destination. Everybody got a journey.
That's it.
Some people walk fast and some people walk slow. But you still got to walk it. So the journey of life is in the classroom. Everybody has specific classes you go to, specific periods you go to. I mean, some people take history, some people take math at specific times. I have friends, but I didn't have the same class with all my friends. We're in the same thing called life. We see it's still in the same school building, but we have different classes. And based on our track in life, we have a specific time frame that's catered to us. And if I can't be like the Joneses or the Benzes or nobody else, I only can be like the Daniels. I can be like me. Because there's only one me, I only have one fingerprint, and nobody else has the duplicate. Because God, the headmaster, has designed me specifically to walk in my classroom for a specific period in my life and to do what he wants me to do with the tools he's given us. Okay, but even with the tools he's given us. Okay, we got the thing, you got the classroom, you have the school, you have periods that you have to go to in life to meet that objective or that goal. Because some people want to be a nurse, some people want to be an engineer, some people want to be a mechanic. However, it still takes specific classes to get to that goal. So it's based on your time frame. Some people learn faster, some people learn slower. But it's all based on the end. Because see, the race is not given to the swift or to the strong. It's only given to the one who perseveres to the end. See, perseverance connects me to this story about the man that knocked on the door and he kept on knocking, and eventually the guy got up and he opened the door. And he opened the door because the guy had persistence. It wasn't about hitting it once, twice, but he knew that he had a destination and he didn't want to be late for his class. Because he knew that at a certain period, a certain time, that he didn't need to get to that period so he can make the class to learn what he need to learn to make his grade, to accelerate and elevate to the next level of classes that he needs to go to. See, some people stay stuck in class. They stay stuck in the class until they get it. And some people just don't get it. And some people don't want to get it. They want to live somebody else's life. So I would be like Mr. Jenkins, but you don't have his DNA. Oh, you may have his DNA, you may be his son or daughter, but you don't have his fingerprint. See, his fingerprint is made for him. Your fingerprint is made for you. Okay, so what you have, so the person in between, he gets the door opened up because he never gives up. So I think sometimes, a lot of times, people say, well, I can't do it no more. I say this time and time again. As long as you get up on this side, you may not can do it fast, but you still can get it done. If you get up vertical and have any type of thrust to move forward, you can do right what was done wrong yesterday. So when a person thinks it's a hopeless cause, God put the hope in hopeless. God put the faith in the faithless. I mean, he is the one that, see, faith is not given. I mean, you have to dig deep. You have to believe. Okay, so getting back on track. So you got the classroom, you got periods, and you have the equipment and your backpack. So you walk into the class. Okay, you pull out your pen, and then you start to write. But see, sometimes some classes require different types of writing utensils. Every class does not require a pen. And every class does not require a pencil. But some classes require a lot more. Some classes require a magic marker. And the magic marker that a person uses in specific classes, and I hope every class doesn't require the magic marker, because some magic markers, the imprint of the marker is so deep that people spend years trying to erase it. And a lot of times, that imprint of that magic marker is emotional baggage, pain, stress, situations, post-traumatic stress. I mean, it's stuff that's so deep, it lasts 30 to 40 years. I can the hurt and the pain of not seeing them on this side, and makes them angry, and they start connecting everything else to that person's death.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, if that person did this, they would no, maybe they still would have died. I mean, but you just connected. It just keeps fury. And then you ticked off the other person. Person dead 40 years. You upset at that person because they was connected to the person who died that you cared so much about. Because it wasn't about the anger and rage. Okay, hello, journeymen, journeywomen. You have just heard the first part of this podcast. Now you're about to slide into the recap, the update, and the Q&A portion of the podcast. So sit back and enjoy. Hello, journeymen, journeywomen. This is a hero's journey with Dr. D, here to encourage, to inspire, to motivate, and educate, helping you get beyond your first move and creating a better mindset today. Tonight, you know what it is, what it is. We are here to do the recap, the update, as well as the Q&A of our last video, which was on, stay focused on the journey toward life's purpose. Let me rewind myself. Okay, so what we was talking about. Ah, okay, the subject that we was talking about this week, where we was talking about staying focused for the journey towards life's purpose, and I ended last week when we talked about fragmented focus, because how can you be focused on a purpose if your attention is fragmented? So it kind of connects. It connects. And so therefore, what we're talking about today and what I did the video on, if you all have reviewed the video, is collaboration with the old video. I thought was very, very timely, and it was needed because it's about purpose and its attention. A lot of people think that it's a viable option to go for their purpose, and they're fragmented. But if you're fragmented, you're taking longer to get to your purpose versus a person who's focused on the point or the goal. You need to have a goal in order to get to your purpose. However, how I cased this week's video is I cased in a schoolhouse. And I did the video before, but I'm just gonna recap on it. Talk about life as a purpose. Life is the schoolhouse, and therefore we walk in life because everybody's walking in purpose. Everybody should be walking in purpose because we all have a purpose to be here. We all are meant to be here to do something. And if we don't, then we have wasted the purpose was the reason for being here. But life is the schoolhouse. Some people will pass the grade and some people will fail. And the goal is to pass it. And not just pass it, not just to get C average, but to get honor. You want to go through life and conquer and conquest of everything that comes in your path. Now, things that come in your path are not necessarily the thing that you should streamline your focus on, but they are things that are needed in order. Yeah, you need things to assist you on the path. I stated in the video, I said, you need life is a schoolhouse. However, you need a vehicle in order to keep the tools, and the vehicle is the backpack. And the backpack that we have We carry a backpack so we can maintain the tools. So when they're needed, we have we have a carrying case that we can pull them out. And there's different situations that call for different tools. But if you don't sit in the classroom, you will not know. And you don't learn if you don't pull from the teacher. And that's life in situations. If you don't just drain everything that you can get, then how would you know how to use the tool when that time is needed? We all need to know how to use the tools when time is needed. So therefore, life, you walk in school, then we have a backpack. And when you have the backpack, you put tools in the backpack. And then there are times when in specific classes or specific periods in life that you will need to pull things out to use in the class. Some things would be lighter, some things would be darker. I expounded on different writing utensils, meaning that you have lead pencil, number two pencil, number three pencil. You have a felt tip marker, ballpoint pen, as well as you have a magic marker, which has a deep impression. And a lot of times when you get deep impressions in your life, what happens is that you have emotional baggage that stays and it takes a while to get out. You have trapped emotions. So I expounded on a little bit of that. It's a two-part series. And what I did, I talked about that. And I'm going to continue that next week. And then I'm going to continue this video next week. And we're going to go deeper into life's purpose and focusing on where we need to go. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how young you are. We have a purpose. Whether we take one step, we take three steps, or whether we run or we jog, where we always need to move forward. Because when you move forward, you're still moving. You're never going the wrong direction. You just may be going into a detour. And when you go through detours, you find certain things that may be needed later on. It's not a wrong path. It's just a path. Take everything, learn from everything. Listen. Be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to be and become angry. All right. So that is the recap, and my update is I'm continuing. That was quick. Now, anybody in the let me put the link in the chat room. See anybody's coming on. All right. Everybody, yes. Copy. All right. I'm about to put the link in the chat room. So if we're coming on, I'll see you. All right. I got sunshine on a cloudy day. Dum, 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 dum. When it's cold outside, I have the month of May. Dum, 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 I, sunlight, want you in my, I've got my girl. All right. Phil, I got a black screen. I just brought you in. Phil came in. Anybody else is coming in? Let me know so I can pull you in. Phil. Okay, let me see what we got in the chat. I don't have any. All right. Feel like I got you in, but I can't hear you. Anybody else coming in on me? Oh, this is gonna be a brief one then. Uh, Let me finish my song. My girl, talking about my girl, my girl. Ooh. All right. Phil still can't hear you. Phil, where you at? Ew. Phil, you got a black screen. If you're screaming, I cannot hear a thing. All right. Anybody else coming on? All right, give me some, until Phil comes up. Anybody else? Give me some questions in the chat, and so I can respond to them. Any questions? Any questions? Nothing but a black screen. Let me feel nothing but a black screen. All right, anybody else? Anybody else? Oh, this is gonna be a brief. All right, anybody's trying? All right, anybody's trying to come on? I got the link to the side, and so just click on the links and and then I'll pull you in. Phil doesn't seem like be able to get him on. So, with that being said, let me continue on. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna wrapping up early. This will be the record. I'm telling you, this will be a record. I don't think I ever left this quick. I don't think I ever left this quick. You know, it's been hot. I don't know about y'all. Anybody in chat line? It's been hot, unseasonably hot. It's not even summer yet. Can you figure? But like I said, I got sunshine. It's not even cloud. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? All right. Okay. All right. Any questions? Any questions? Talk to me, people. Talk to me, people. You know, I say a couple things. I've been on let me see Phil coming on. All right. We have nothing. All right. Until Phil pops up. You know, I was thinking about the topic I had, and we talked about the schoolhouse, and sometimes we have the best of we have the best of memories in schoolhouses. Some people's memories have not been um, all that good. However, either way you look at it, you still learn. You it's a learning experience. But the goal is, will you learn from that experience, or will you still be bitter? Some people are 30, 40 years out of high school, some 30, 40 out of college or out of school and period. And they're still bitter about situations instead of learning from the situation. Can you upgrade, or will you downgrade? Will you hold the emotions against people and they're not thinking about you? That's the thing. People are not thinking about you, and you're holding things against them, and you're doing nothing but destroying yourself. It's the enemy. I see. It's the enemy. It, it's inside of you. You hold the stuff. Why would you hold another person's pain? Why would you hold another person's sin with you in hopes to be against them? That just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But people do it all the time, and think they're affecting somebody. They are affecting somebody. The person that counts, they affected themselves. All right, who we got? All right, I got two in the chat. I'm in chat. The camera has a mind of its own. Okay, give me some questions, Phil. Camera has a mind of its own. Okay, hit me with it. Phil has a question. You mentioned this week. Yeah. We should not be like others. Uh huh. No, Phil, you guys can complete the whole thought in one line. Well, where do we draw a line? You said, all right. You said we should not be like others. And he said between trying to be like a mentor and or a teacher, but where do we draw the line? A mentor is a teacher. A mentor is a teacher in different capacities. There's a teacher. You can be a teacher in the classroom, a teacher in the workplace, teaching basketball court, or just a teacher, a person trying to teach somebody how to become better. And so you never really stop being a teacher. Um, However, but you adjust your teaching style because some teaching is not it's not effective to the people you're teaching. If they want to learn, they want to learn. You just you just walk away. I mean, if the person doesn't want to learn, then you cannot teach. You can teach, but if they refuse to learn, they won't learn. Everybody still has a choice. So if they look up to you, hopefully they'll look. They're doing more looking at you and what you do than what you tell them. They look if they look up to you, they're looking at everything you do. So don't just think the things that you're teaching them to do point blank are the only thing that they're looking at. They're looking at where you act, you talk, you behave, and you cooperate with others. And they're looking to see if it's congruent with what you're telling them to do. Meaning they look and see if you're a hypocrite or not. So you always make a decision where you draw the line at. But you're still always teaching them. If they look up to you, they're still, if you never say anything to them, you're still teaching them in how you live. Did I answer your question? Did I answer your question? All right. Got one question. This is a record. Okay, okay. You got another question. What are three things one can do to keep focus, stay on stay on point, and not be fragmented, if you will? You have to discipline yourself, inch by inch is a cinch. You can't take a whole bunch at one time. You have to take. If your desk is messy, you need to clean one corner at a time. If your room don't, because it will become overwhelming. For instance, like when I was getting married, I was you had to go shop for the wedding, the wedding thing, your registry. I walked in a Target store. I looked at the aisle. I walked right back out because it came overwhelming. I came overwhelming. I need somebody to guide me to tell me what to get. I knew everything to get, but I didn't. It became overwhelming. So you have to do things in increments, bite size, chunk. You have to chunk it. You have to chunk it. All right. What you say? Do you know me? I have issues. Not one question, several. Stay with me, bro. Okay. Uh, all right. Okay. Any more questions? I don't get overwhelmed, really. Sure, you don't. I don't get overwhelmed too often. Okay, I got you. I use this to stay organized. Yeah, it's not the list. It's the people that become overwhelmed. Things are more predictable than people. People have the variation of, you can hope they do something. But like I stated before, you keep hope alive, but don't put a lot of investment in expectations. All right. Any more questions for anybody? I'm an old soul. Doom, 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 doom. I, oh, you triggered me. You triggered me. And I don't know all the words. I almost know all of my girl. That's why I sing Motown songs. I mean, some are simpler, and some have more innocence to them. And it's simple. Some of them, I don't know all of them. I know the melodies, but I don't know all the songs. Oh, any more? Ooh, this would be record time. Any more questions, Phil? All right. Is that it? Let me look up in the private chat. See anybody popped up here. Go back to the story about getting married. How did you get back on point? I didn't. I walked out. I walked out, and then on my and then when I had housewarming party, I know I walked out. I let my wife do that stuff. I mean, I said just give me cash. I walked out. As far as the marriage shop, well, I tried to go with somebody to go with me to pick. Yeah, I did. I think I went with somebody to kind of to help me pick stuff out because I didn't know what to pick. I was single man. I didn't know what to pick out. Give me a couple of dishes and a couple of forks and knives. I'm fine. That's it. I went to go get some help. When you know you don't know, go get some help. That's what I did. Just need to help, actually help when you need it. For the most part, it's okay to pass tasks to others to complete when we become overwhelmed. That's true. And actually, it's a learned skill to learn how to delegate what you don't do well. You have to know what you don't do well and what you do well, because when you know that, then you take a lot of stress off. The things you do well is easy to do. How then do you make sure they understand your needs? You try to speak plain, and you ask them to repeat what you're asking to see if what they're saying is comparable to what the message you're sending. You send the message, but everybody doesn't receive it. You got to try to find that frequency because the onus is on the person who's sending the message. You're trying to send a message so they can receive it, so you can get a response that you want, but they never receive the message. You never get the response. It'll always be confusion. You say brown, they say red. You say green, they said purple, but they thought that's what you meant, and you thought that your message was clear, but it wasn't. All right. Any more questions? Hello. Okay, I know this is like one of our one-on-one sessions. I have so many questions. Go back and give me three things I can do to stay focused. Four. Um, the schedule. Started increments. Be consistent. Yeah. Three things you can do to stay focused. Set a schedule. Yeah. Okay, I know this is like one of I respond to that. All right, answer that. So how was that? The boy, me, two boy. repeat, please? I'm not understanding the dialect. Do re mi. Do me, doctor. Do not bore me. You're the doctor. Ah, maybe. Okay. Well, I answered the question. I answered the question. Any more? This thing's too loud. But y'all couldn't hear me before. My gain's too high. Uh, all right. All hearts and minds clear? Or anybody any more questions? Or if not, okay, this is here. Okay, for everybody's on, where's Paul? I do not know where Paul is. Uh, she tried to get back, but she couldn't make it. She usually backs me up. That's true, but she's not. She's not here. She's not here. Maybe next week. Okay. So with that being said, for those, I appreciate everybody who's came out to listen to me on this live broadcast as well as the replay. And if you like to get a little bit, if you like to get a little bit more about uh, pertaining to the subject at hand. You can look at the rest of my videos, but also I have a podcast. So I will be combining this extended version with the upload I did this week on the podcast. It's www.heroesjourney with Dr. D, the podcast. You look in the comment section down below and you should be able to get the link. If you hit the link right now, you'll see the previous episodes and you should be able to listen while you drive, as well as other videos. Last week fragmented. I have over 90, 100 different videos. So yeah, you can look at them and maybe they may help. So I got a request to talk about next week. Is this pretty much extension of next week's video? I'm talking about focus on the journey, and we're just getting more specific with the journey because everybody has a specific path that they need to go on. Point blank. Your path is not my path. His path is not my path. Her path is not my path. I am specific. I'm an individual. I'm the only person who has a fingerprint. That is like mine. I have a twin brother, and he doesn't even have my fingerprint because when I was created to be unique, and so are you. So stay focused on the journey toward life's purpose. As long as you're living, you always have a purpose. Your purpose may decrease, it may increase, but still, it's part of the package. When it's all over, you have a wrap. You're wrapped up. You have a bow, and it's concise. Your life is a time capsule. Would it be willing? Would it be worth people digging up to open up the time capsule of your life to see what you are about? What would you have left when you have left? That's the question. So I'm just extending that. I'm talking about staying focused on the journey toward life's purpose. If you have enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe so you can be notified when a new episode is posted. So you can rave and review about this episode with your friends. And if you forget anything else from this episode, remember this, that every day you get up vertical, make it your goal in life to move forward and never move back. This is the Hero's Journey with Dr. D. Peace and blessings. And we're out.